It's tattooed between our eyes. Stand and fight under the lights on the higher stage. A part of your life they can't take away, just like the blood running through your veins. Everyone's watching through your eyes. There's only two options, win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Now destiny's calling out your name. So reply, so reply. And ignite. There's a power that's underneath, and you can't see it till you believe. On the edge of infinity. Feel the rush under the lights on the higher stage. A part of your life they can't take away, just like the blood running through your veins. Everyone's watching through your eyes. There's only two options, win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Now destiny's calling out your name. So reply, so reply. And ignite. It went from a spark to an open flame. Now destiny's calling out your name. So ignite, so ignite. child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mommy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane. For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone. But then the curse began to whisper in his ear and would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. But sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them, the evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused a wicked tantrum that he never could control.
People waste a lot of time. Then they wish for more. Want more hours in their days, more days in their years, more years in their lives. Because if they had all that extra time, they could fix any mistake. I don't need hours or days or years. I only need seconds. Here's the thing about time. If you can't make the most out of any given moment, then you don't deserve a single extra second.
Into a sunken town, the handsome gambler ran, for he owed gold and blood, and yet had none to spare. Desperate and forlorn, he was about to change his path and walk away, when he heard a song that called on him to chance his luck again. Now the singer was a creature with the biggest mouth the gambler had ever seen. "Excuse my song," the monstrous siren said. "The tune's purpose was your attention, for I knew you had troubles, and I can offer absolutions." "Can you carry me from this bind?" the youth asked. "Boy, the world's one river, and I'm its king. Ain't no place I ain't been, ain't no place I can't go again. And the price is a minuscule thing. See, I got hungers that ain't easily fed, but those finest tables, they ain't never got a seat for me. So I need men like yourself to let me in." Now the gambler's only hunger was dice and cards, so this bargain, it seemed too easy a price. "If you're offering a ticket," the youth finally said, "that's a deal I will take." And before another word was spoke, the monster snapped him up and fled. To a faraway land the gambler was conveyed. At a palace of chance he was left. Years passed, and love the gambler found. His bride, a princess, and the wedding none would miss. Now when that hungry beast finally did arise, the family screamed and fought, and although the gambler tried to cast him out, it ate the gifts and house and gold. For its hunger, nothing satisfied. "Please, not now, not this time," the bride did cry. The beast's response, to her it purred. "This hunger's a burden, but it's the last time, I swear. So please, forgive. Now the creature's lies, so melodic and sincere, charmed that bride, and thus she failed to recognize when that demon's jaw unhinged. She screamed just once as I snapped her bones and crushed her limbs. Now that meal, it left me satisfied. So cry if you want, boy, 'cause you had a chance to walk away. Instead, you're the fool who let me in.
matter what planet, no matter what galaxy, they always look up in wonder. Some fall to their knees and worship. Others Adorable.
Each region sends forth their champion to lay claim on the Summoner's Rift. They battle for the crown and the throne. Victory is written in blood, never stone. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, rising to the throne, never looking down. But all his conquests forge a foe. Sworn to vengeance forevermore. The dragon strikes fear with scale alone. None can control its fire or flight. Its greatest enemy may be its own might. Yet a mighty heart can beat the odds, fighting with courage to upset the gods. She stalks hidden within the eastern wind, tracking the fear of her enemies. When your guard has fallen, your gasping defense will be your last. A warrior of many origins, often beaten, yet never defeated. With each loss he evolves. Is he finally poised for victory? A wild pack once ruled the wood. But were divided by a thirst for fresh prey.
Veteran players have gone elsewhere, leaving their legacy.
The spirit of the pack remains, and the hunt goes on. Who will rise above and prove their worth? Who will establish their dominance from ruled to ruler? Who will own the rift?
The stories were true. I will follow this path until the end.
You're trespassing.